penny as a come back with him. And the papa yes says, huh? Na Helius mo yesterday mo hwehwe amanfo apɔnden na yade aguni pa mo yin dia pia nyenye na se mo twere letter kai na no me kɔte akɔyɛ ɔte ha yi ɔno wanya ne letter ne otua ne nsa no na Helius na me tikura yi mu na letter kura me nya bi mama kɔ Helius ama ya hwehwe be ho na
mandia nya abotre na ye betwerɛ ade na obi atam so a ne atwerɛ no hwɛ enye ne pa wa Amsterdam ha nyina ana ye lucky semi I had the trouble. Some may do what see a better one. Ye better. So, Chelsea, I ain't telling you, try come across her. And not do why a better one. Also, you wouldn't answer, but you I'm not yet feeling half from sea. You can say a family be I want to nip me no and I'm saba. Make sure with him, a trunk lady. Anything to say, I don't say, ya crano. Young show, and no grass, I can acquire a friend of whatsoever.
So, I feel the man who I'm doing dirty.
A daddy.
I feel the man who I'm doing dirty. Well, open some intranya, and I am with Chenka, not Mingunko. Now you're quite about from everyone. So, you are not any. Well, I dread out him.
Mandia, Sophie said there was a pill, Sophie saw one number 7 so. That's a best a baby, how or what the minister won't tell you. What to me appointment to her doctor or Basho come.
How doctor?
That is when I would try train.
How doctor? Only one he was for here yesterday. How doctor Niho? Emma he me quote hard me quote Helius for Moses here. Yes, see, Mohammed and comment here. Manti me call Mohammed. So Musa mun try me and sim pam. Me call say Helius me maba. Musu me podua mu bi. Me call na me call ya hwehwe mu a. Na lawyer kora me call me lawyer ho.
Ya mesa. Bibia. Wo le patapa be fa ho. E dia be le pakora ni. Na wo try na try say na te be fa.
You ya timi na me try be. Nti so bi benya Helius letter first ya. Me na se binya. Enya wo. Me na se bi kan ya. Ma recommend ya ma.
Ho ko ya me sa. Ka so ko ya ni say. Me ko abanti ya hwe.
Me ko na me call ya hwe me a. De be si.
Hey, papa, dear, we be warm, papa. Boy. So I send you so somewhere I want to meet. The people then tell us what to say. Ah, nya butre. Chairman, nya kwa na me pressure kwa.
Some phone. Go on the party. Don't be also there. Na ka dey no dey ba. I dey come back mo person mo di ko di ko e dey here. Ha? Hwe. Go for you. They say Helius so said go for mo Ghana for mo di Ghana si ho mo hwehwe Ghana for ye ya de ahodo ana ye twetwe go for letter me yira me ne tifie me na me tua best me tua bibi ya ofie ho obana nya ono de krata de ko akohwehwe ne widie ma ba papa me tua best me nya me de aduopa wonya ne de akwa Kofo ya me no mu that me pass ba me call ye pima kutia we see them call ye see bibia anim nti we see me sound me ye jogging
come on to you
anya some phone
Helius letter na pay
Helius
me say come dey akra me ho dey na me dey here me say come dey da fie
eh ewura dey wi ase
me ho adi
obi pe onya na obi nso onya ompe
e we na wo kasa wo ho
wo dey obutim dey ho come dey akwa testing say oja wo mpe dey
Push him 1 o'clock. Go be
1 o'clock ya. Me have to Christmas be atum. Na me do fe wansa.
Hear me.
Because me know whether me no buy TV ha ye twa so. Obi pe Helius bi akonya. Obi so nya wo pe. Whether man nya ne dey am mfre na me misa Helius for is metima yusu a. Just come ha there. It be be possible. Hello? Hello? Is it Helius Secretariat? Yes. This is Mr. Mensah. Yeah. Yes, I was there about 3 hours ago. I was there and you told me if I don't have a letter, it's not possible for you to examine me. But fortunately for me, I met a friend of mine who have a letter, but he's not interested for Helius Studies. So I have his letter with me. Can I use his letter so that you will examine me in his name? Oh, what that can it? What that can it? Oh, saying is, a friend of mine, he has the Helios invitation letter, but he's not interested. I want to use his letter so that you examine me. This is unfair. In fact, this is unfair. Okay. Thank you. That's what I said with your crime in just here. Most of them is a letter. And Madame Frisi on one Helios letter. No, any home. And to me, the body and the sequence said, oh, my dear, yeah.
I am offended. Oh,
now who crowd with if you cry that to say?
I have fed do. You're not so man.
Send me check you on you, net to say.
Yammy, my impression mounts you.
Oh, yeah. Send me a dress at them. What's it?
Oh, Yammy, do. Yammy, do no more pie, a year pie.
In a Helios, physical examination, I'll go ye.
Oh,
results are bad.
Results not bad.
Oh, yes, never yet to say.
I buy no. I buy. The buy and Miss Aminty, be a moody. But I want their church or never be brave, you was so say, no. Almost let an associate before command house doctor. And it is said, be one, be one more. I said, I got so no. Be I know, I'll put you out from it. Maintain, dear. You said you were born in Vienna.
To one year letter, no. I will shame on 1 year appointment be uncle house doctor 1 year.
Oh, me first said, dear, here, and my quack, and who here, if he says, be born in one more.
Every day. And your one cast responsibility.
Oh,
because house doctor, and you might be brave, goodness sweet. Say, baby, will more crying, ya. And say, 1 year letter, no year appointment. Letter was a baby on us, na ye baby, coconia, dear, not just a baby or high, and I say, baby. To 1 year, no, but what dear, no work as a appointment. Go house doctor, no. Say, when you will resource, no, so share the DNA to say. Oh, no, maybe a non farm, but Mary lads, I will try more, no, what friend one son.
what can Martina say? Me young TV, dear, when we say be I on
Every day,
Mammy Heroes. One who should so a chair, Papa. I feel quite like some whole crisis in me. Now, I say, now I get my empty share.
Oh, and you should so we your physical examination, maybe it takes 6 to 8 weeks. At least what your man who puts to me with the man who cries say, dear, 6 weeks. So one now was swimming me, no dear. Na abba. So, na some forms, na ye de buy so, who feel it be the call dear.
What the end answer, Miss Forbes now, as a map. I is a Bible, crackers out. I don't know. Now, if you said you're here, I'm up here, and I say about him, body, a check me. I call him in Pomoding, and I don't hear. Now, Forbes, dear, there be a Dawson, my mirror.
See, only here information. What's a form the Bissau and said the bread for our lifestyle, and for a bush. And yet, they design information in na and no moja yatri, and they said you are check only a day in am. Honor your cabo ma, a bemo good results. It's a form that you may srewara, sir. Bomatia said, what you are gonna offer. And I catch you when I feel come.
Now, by a day, my failure, if you said that, you know, maintain a hot air brofo, so no, I know a day.
Share on one conform bois. Someone do almost send a brewer or brofo. Say a draw some war interviewers or I depend a bed by a few crop back. No about bed wow. Or per se internet in this one away or no so qua. What to me got now? And failure, no failure, and echo.
Mammy, you're also one can. No form when look what I meant to make when I'm got the internet, and I guess I want them. I could put the head of my could be the hay.
And yet, for a woman.
I'm on what you want to pound wife.
Because he just for physical examination.
If you say I don't hear.
What you are not Helios no kura any day akrum will be a can watch him say.
Razak.
What you are?
Helios no head any AMC 4 and on one can boom and on pese yam pese hwe yarewa hanipa o krodua mu na nya ye Ghana fo nko awo nya Ghana fo nko a kro bi ti se to kai fo Morocco fo Suriname fo epokra Holland ha fo kra mpokra no obka ho bi Razak anya kitwo o me se bo tire titru pai so mo ni so ebi ni akomayare ebi ni diabetes ti se mental diseases na ka ho bi kese ma fo so ni didi ya kese na se yare nko awo overweight se ni na yare enya de ketwa enu ti Helios fo ni abre pa on person be sam pese mu ena nya hanko ya me kasa nya hanko Ghana fo mo England Berlin if you cry Ghana fo mo
Ghana do
you do on na kasa Helios na ya de ketwa
and the SM call him let no mutwe me na kira kwan because we are coordinate
Helius Studies. No, I also didn't try that. Oh, Hannah Berry. Oh, but transit.
oh wait we are not transition
Oh, but transit a card before.
before him around there we are transition say we want to
Oh, Papa to me feed you say. Ja, do your hand.
that's it
None of me see away no.
I want to grab na me mama dia ma na nya tintin bia da auntie adina na kan wasam Helios no na papa see na dana mi shia wa wani mu an tu ka me de da fi me lete da fi bagina wotumu nya potential mu kakra na obaji
So ya brand here, we won yare. Oh, who did also?
chiche mu mo se ade bi ba na on tiase a sa so
Some bube. Me say obi pe wonya, obi so nya wo mpe.
na we ni tintin titia se matiase se mi hia me lete no na lete na me de ma wo
Oh, I tell you, Mister me call Helios for you. Me call ya much say that any media. To me fine. Me buy me to her ban. As an annual assessor go ball and our control.
ka fra me kura na me maji ma de nkoto ba bi
Mister so by some can say be so frame. Now me so be me check it about team 50 precon be say be letter. Letter in fact, if you have Obana control.
asma na me ka tro me ko madam fo no wa so I try to go call and so to you sweet
oh
to my lose letter
what watch
se pa de na me
anya hwe so atu letter na twe anya hwe so far as I select one with the system so di de nia o me tiba e ho bibi
sure
nsino befi
ciao
befi mi o mo number
yes sala so ka chi
ja mi o mo number etino mea meka ho na me mienu nya ya rego na ya hwe na mo gidi pa sa e de nia so far as o ma select one o me tiba ya what ti be nya wo so mo hiro so fa so ya badia
Um pouco ruim.
Posso lembrar de mamá?
Olha, tranquilo. Como que passou o bambu? Já que tinha ali o nível.
Se mania bonito, nem para primeira vez. Se me chama de grata de chama bane.
Vai. Na mesma senhora na segunda. Não vai dar isso
Não vai te na vai. Você. Na boa manda. Já não.
Não que tu vai comer. Ei. I just go over the number. Office number. Yeah, you do. Number for me.
Oh, okay. That's remember that. Now, let me see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
nice. Yeah, hello. Yeah, is this Helios Secretariat? Yeah, okay. Please, yeah, my question is, I can't find my Helios invitation letter. I've mixed it. Yeah, is it possible to send me another one? Yeah, okay. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, my name and date of birth. That's good. Yeah, my name is Razak Kumsin. Yeah, Kumsin is my surname. Yeah. My date, yeah, 3rd July, 1976. Yeah, have you got all my address? Oh, nice. Oh, I thank God. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. God bless you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Mommy. Oh.
Yeah, I'm strong. What did I strong? So,
Oh, that me don't want to see.
This is my hockey examination areas. It's a champ results. Now, you can also. It's a year power who walk with some beauty. Oh, we are that very winning. If I am one year, I said, I really know what.
Let me see. Say, I'm on my appointment. I'm sending the president along. Be your call.
And I worry at it.
Oh, fast.
Good.
Necessity. I didn't want to have them every book.
Oh, I've been over the questionnaire. I'm bro.
You see me who every time say, hey. Oh, yeah, no, we didn't mean to ask you to go back home. We never remember where they are sent back. Oh,
that's a good one.
no, 6 in the way.
Aye.
You know, and one thing I'm
I questionnaire, maybe, yeah. What's this soil internet? So, to me, clump. What's me, I regular? No appointment. Woman will be a bit to me. And no, I ask track, no, papa. And I was sure no, I born or feeling in now.
I'm saying that when we say, I mean, fire and the bar, the first June summer, you so long. And also,
eh, yapa. Eh, number one idea. Actually, say, so, say, oh, should be video, not so movie, I find the kidney in one, and I'm just also, and I'm between you, fucking. It is out of Johnson. And not another woman who said, Bia, who killed me, Arabi. Oh, about one, I say Arabia, Emma. I want to chima, and I say, want to chima.
Dear, watch the doctor.
And I make us a control. Sarge was almost a brown. But what you saw, plastic at the very clean. Who feel I'm watching. When it's how much then no room, and I will say, oh, Fred Johnson. Now, who do you go?
A community room.
Says so when ya, I did your fear, but what you saw call house art. What's all called house art? Ah, I can't say beer. And one for friend. Why, who call house at a reception on so, put him so pet. Container, wait, did you so? Says, you want me a quar. Farmers be out, who will be a with me, every side. What baby or not decided to go because you did something at 18 in Yapa.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly, the
It's very important, pa.
Sir.
Hey, to when you let any be now.
When you been a main coin to so bet me a convincing you.
That be simple.
Me when you use me say, and we are phoning cock when I am manting mamma.
Some time ago, no. Gaia. And also at night to say Helius Study, but I don't know. Nipa kakre, you know, mushi share, a health, who said there is something wrong. And at this time around us, no. I said, Nipa be brain, no person more involved. We not let them come there. Mima call media is okay. Because your mama made me a mistake. I know one home we are on time. But this opportunity for us, the young people, say, be who know. You need this opportunity, no matter your blood, the more I when you also say if you are okay, then fine. Because your radio news away a pain and answer away. Think about that.
Look at that, I went to me unconscious. Your mama for anything. We didn't come in a man, may trash you.
Let me say, me so obey.
That be me, me, say me were phoning cocoa and a debut or more.
No more. Like other crowds went to me. I cry, I repay you.
So, when I am what I'm going to be a more. I am Sabian. I be a wooden day.
It's very important.
I never sent me letter and mission and me reading.
Because the that one, you be by your words, I will sure the letter.
No, I don't want to make uncle.
Me say, me, mother, there be your cassette, you busium, pressure, blood. It's only letter in mammy, and I'm saying no. No, cannot doctor a cancer and know how to prevent it. So because I was say I'm young, everything is good. At least to me ma with family history and so to me Emma put me check it on time. Now then you find a solution to it.
Oh, wait,
Never call there. Life with you. Mammy, yes. They have a class, sir. And never have a trail.
Hey, that's too.
Hey, Mammy, also. I friends, now what come in? I said, thank you. Ah, a man who will say, I remember you being caught. Now, it will be some kind of cracker.
Me crying the bonny, and said, "Now, me buy me Sramina. Into Commodore, me will say, or quite a physical examination. Almost the results in the buy. One follow up, uncle, when the house doctor, or so expect to say house doctor, no more, be at a sort no friend. Chen said, baby, has almost Yanessa, a cell would not. Where your war health into when they say here and ma will follow up. Now maybe I shall so call ya.
Yay, so many
So many
so I to say.
Me quiet. Yami Adam, no make us think a mention. Miss Anna was.
Oh,
Me quiet, no, not yet say. Almost said, Bibi, I work and Bibi Crabina, Uncle Yo. Na me who the entire heroes for I check it be a house not as a chinchinia or pursue a sign I check it bed big a crana now almost say a one uncle you mean chatty. Yes, that is not one heroes for in the
be and Mara will call ya, you check away. Me fan says, say it be 2 months. They will soon me no and son a wunya results. Okay, what the results in Akoma house doctor. If you saw brain no, Sabu soon me near Chinina, be to me assign as a son. Oh, won't say house doctor or science subio. To assist subiona so who say results now, Helius wanted to buy the same no nya no who say ye be beer. Na say enkoyi a bibi eso ohwe na follow up na oye hu bibi ma ebi kwa sa time no bibi na okodi ma na sa bia na wo problem bi a wodwindwin bi na ma pressure no na e wo soro pa sa time no ebi abusumi mienu no etwem no na ase wa relax ya ma abafem. Okay. It is address pressure in it say internal no mature pressure draw baby.
Let us say yes sir. What quite Helius said na you wasn't a cop or have doctor no.
It is so cycle.
No
sister bill. It will say sadness a sight here dear. Then they be to say of course a year more investigation.
No was shall see a bill said you almost check in and I said kakra bi no wase wokoyi moja ni bi no wase ahwehwem
say on my check you near my baby hypertension diabetes kidney way into baby e to sin kakra no your pressure na akosoro and na overweight bi and normal fu bi bo moja mu baby a problem kakra won e ho no na e te say na bi ba na okwohwe na ne ye okay ni nyina de e ho hie bi
na mama Helius we I mean, this is but Prince Harbury, Miss Millenia, me, and would you pass us to the Milata Milia?
Okay, so send it. And I feel so cry to say, radio, soon TV, so who said, Doctor, sit to me, Papa, my information. Treachery, and said, you better.
Oh, that's about 3 days in it. Doctor, me, it is an old radio. Or treachery, dear ma'am. To say the crab, Prince Harbury, what chairman who said, we are not with dear. We could not have a blood pressure, come a fast one, with my control, and in Riania. Buy my catcher and with Uncle Carry fruity.
information no what radio so ne TV so ne ade so wutia ono so betumi ama wahwe wo ho so yi bebre to no so hia na for open more information so o come website ne so o no so no information bebre wo ho ono so obetumi abuawo
Someone I'm Helius.
Mammy Helius say, ain't in a bro for fit for pan, a bro for fit for one to
she say lucky na Ghana
for because I had to do for one year.
I hear you. Wait a minute, Abra was it when you Abra.
And dear bro, free and casa, sure now for my to come just say, almost yes, steady. Don't pay nipa 200. I'm on friend Gaia steady. The Ghanaians in Amsterdam.
Okay.
And also now you're arrested. No more pay nipa be free. Into your no. Say now for your pressure. No, that problem no your work. Overweight near and higher. No, almost ye be say dear, say, almost dear come. Normal boy, normal a sign show ya pomudi. The guy I know them my chance. Emma way in every day. Ye penny pa the bree. I don't put a little bit 200 the pay. Oh, tell you lucky plan. Wow, yeah, ye be. I young who a song for son. Then they to me as I explain Emma one more and name benefits a woman.
We done a quaint, we done a quaint. They said they're madame, and they said I don't come a lawyer home. I did, and it was only you. But that's Yamin Shop. Yamin Cosson Yokes. That was one woman heroes, no, and let cry. Hey, do other heroes buy heroes? Heroes, thank you, heroes, thank you. Hey, Sabasia. Oh, heroes. I am wonderful. You are trouble for now.
Hello viewers, I'm Veronica van der Kamp. Today I have the privilege to have one-on-one with Dr. Charles O. Ajima. I'll let him tell us a bit about himself. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today. My name is Charles Ajima. I currently based at Amsterdam Medical Center. I work there as an assistant professor, and my main task is basically to look at how we can improve the health of the minority population. Minority population, that means a population that have moved from their own country and then living in a country such as Netherlands, like Ghanaian population, Sudanese population, Moroccan population, and other also the minorities such as also the white population who have moved from say US, Canada, England, and they are living in the Netherlands, and then you compare them with the Dutch white population and see where the differences are and whether we can help to sort of shed light on why that leads to such a differences to be able to improve their health.
So that's where Helios comes in.
Absolutely.
And I know most Ghanaians have been well informed and they've really participated in the Helios study. What is the benefit of the Helios study for Ghanaians in Amsterdam?
I think for the Helios study, the benefit for that is far over and above what we Ghanaians here are receiving. I think one of the important things for any country is being able to get a very good information about the health of the population. And based on that, you use that information to basically help to make policies. Also, sometimes when you go to your doctor, for instance, they give you medication. They will tell you that this medication works, this medication doesn't work. It all depends upon a type of study such as Helius. Basically what it does is they're breaking out information. And based on that information, you can use it to help the Ghanaian community. And also for the Ghanaian community, I keep on repeating this because now the population is getting older. And that means that, as you get old as well, the body begins to change. And that means that we need a lot of information.
I know the Ghanaians have really participated in this study, and most of us have also received our results, we followed up to our house doctors, and what we realize now that some of the house doctors, they are not taking the results very seriously. Some refuse treatment for participants, and some doesn't do anything at all. What do you have to say about that?
I think it's a very, very good question. I think the reason why you do that is basically for the Helius. The idea is that when you get your results, you also send some of the results also to your doctor. So by the time you go there, the doctors already do know the results. Of course, if you go there, everybody assumes that when they go to their doctor, they expect to receive something, some medication. But I think what I would emphasize that if you go to your doctor and your doctor says that your results is okay, you don't need the medication, you should be saying, thank God, I don't need the medication in the first place. Your results, if you go there and of course you have a very clear guideline. For instance, if your blood pressure, you indicate that your blood pressure is about 140 to say 145. On average, it's slightly above the normal average. But that does not necessarily mean that as soon as you go to your doctor, you expect your doctor to give you the medication. So sometimes if you go there, your doctor will tell you, oh, at this level, you really, really don't need medication, but we need to start doing a bit more sort of lifestyle changes, sort of eating healthily, doing more physical activity, to be able to help you. Because you also you have to realize that some of the medication comes with some side effects. Every medication has.
Now we really get very worried when there's something wrong. It has been indicated in the Helios results, and still your house doctor don't want to do anything about it. Can you seek for second opinion?
Oh yes, absolutely. I think if you that's what is the beauty about a country such as Netherlands. It's a free country. So if you go to your doctor and you feel that you are trying to, and your doctor is not responding to your needs, you certainly do have the right to do so. But what I will emphasize though is that the fact that you receive the results and some of the results are slightly higher does not mean that it's automatic for treatment. Okay. I think the doctors there are very, very well trained. They follow a clear guidelines. So if you go there and your result doesn't fit in the guideline, then they don't have to. Because remember that they also have responsibility to make sure that whatever they do is in the line with what they've been trained to do.
Okay, so how do we control our blood pressure? Well,
the blood pressure, we know that's one of the biggest problems within the community. If you look at the Gaia study, was quite worrying, I must say. And I think that for many Ghanaians too, it's not surprising because many people know that they do have the condition. And many people are on medication in a way. So I think what I would say is that, of course, you can be on medication, but there are also several things that you can do yourself, which can help to basically reduce your blood pressure. And that has to do with, for instance, eating behavior. Salt, for instance. You know that if you are able to reduce your salt, sometimes is equally effective as taking the medication itself. So salt on its own have a huge impact. And you also know that in a country such as the Netherlands, when you are in Ghana, it's freely people walk very short distances. But when people come to the Netherlands, sometimes even a short distance away, people want to take the car. So sometimes you have to change the way you do things here. And these little things. And if you are going to home, don't look at the lift and then you look at the stairs. Please just don't take the lift, just take the stairs. Just little things can make a huge difference in controlling the blood pressure.
And you know, M says some radio, Yaka Apoduan says Helios results no. So when Sakana Kona doctor say on ye be bria, nebia on him say the whom he has some moment and say so ye baby, right?
Yeah, yes, that's correct.
Because he be or may ya lamina or be taking action. Say so when you're satisfied or so to me sick for second opinion. High blood pressure in ano. Ye did you and chene and the doctor dear ben. Ndiani bio say na wo hwa.
Bibi say ndidi no because while Mrs. Sadinam.
Sadinam ye na twinam no.
Twinam no ene a friend say chibom
no.
No sa neman until anwa bebre no so no. Especially anwa because we fear anwa ye de ne kakra bi uchi nkuntumre na aye ba ubeduru asiya anwa ye fire de nse urato ne ye pule na sa. And this emwa.
What type of medicines do you have to take when you have your high blood pressure? And people can recommend that, oh, maybe I have pressure, but this is what the doctor gave me and it worked.
I think the medication here, I think again here for every country, for the Netherlands, as I mentioned it earlier, there's a very, very clear guideline which type of medication each one person has to take. And also depends upon not only the blood pressure itself, but other coexisting conditions. So it's really, really determined. I mean, some people will go there and people will just give them, say, you take an Adlat or something like that. Say 10 milligram, that should be okay.
And some people a dry, a general.
Exactly. And to say drone, I'm fancy Ubenyano. A be opposition no can say, oh, nipa we say no, yeah, and say draw the man, and now say. In fact, say the kidney inside a juma papa, and I see the way come. Say, be over to me. In some cases, you have sometimes you'll be always okay. We want only one medication. We want only two. So it all depends upon the stage of the condition and what other conditions are. And that's also, I think here I will make a very, very important point here. It's also, I know that many people in the end also tend to rely on other people for their medication.
Yeah.
So that's why the problem comes in. Because you've been prescribed based on your own characteristics. If you then go to another person and just say, I also have a hypertension, just let me take it, then the danger is that you might have a reaction to that because you have not been assessed in taking it. In the cholesterol, if you look at the arteries, the cholesterol is sort of what is sort of a fat within the arteries, and there are good ones. But so in a way, you do need a cholesterol. But the danger is that if it is over and above what is required, that is where the problem is. So, but for the African population in particular, what has traditionally is that, like if you go to Ghana, cholesterol level used to be very, very, very low.
Yeah. Because of the sun?
Also because of our eating behavior, walking a lot, you don't have to, exactly. But when you come here, people just basically don't do much, work, eat, sleep, go back to, so basically, and then if you really look at the Helius study, the level of cholesterol, particularly in men, actually was very, very quite striking.
So how do you control it?
I think the cholesterol itself, just like all the cardiovascular risk factors, cholesterol itself, you can eat it by making sure that you watch what you are eating. For instance,
to eating.
Exactly, especially sort of red meat. It's good. I always say that You have to eat everything in moderation. I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat at all, but everything that you eat, it has to be in moderation. You have to watch what you are eating. You don't have to overeat things. Make sure that you do more physical activity. You make sure that stress is also one of the things that can also. And the way the stress works is that it can sometimes, if you are stressed, what then happens is that you tend to eat a lot.
You tend to something.
Exactly, because you want something to comfort you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it can make you, keep on eating and eating and eating and eating. And you know that for the Ghanaian population, stress, everybody knows stress. Stress from home, stress from... So, I think that, it is very, very important. I keep on stressing this, is that Ghanaians do very, very well. I mean, if you compare to many migrant populations, Ghanaians are one of the group that really, really contribute to their country, to their children, to that. It is good that we do that, but I think in the process of doing so, we also have to look after ourselves. Because if we don't and we drop dead, who is going to look after them?
Doctor, let's move on to diabetes. We say sugar level, semi sugar, cholesterol. What really is diabetes?
Well, I think you've just put it very nicely. The sugar. I mean, if you put it in simple terms, the body needs the sugar to be able to function. But oftentimes, the way the sugar functions, the body uses it, disrupt. And when it disrupts, then people end up having what you call the diabetes. And the diabetes, you have it two types. You have one which you call type 1 diabetes. Normally, type 1 diabetes is the diseases which you normally see young people actually having it. But the problem is not that, because you know that if you take the whole diabetes world together as one, the type 1 diabetes is just about 2 to 3%. The major part of it is what you call the type 2 diabetes.
That's more dangerous.
It's also very, very dangerous, but that one is very much related to lifestyle.
Okay.
The lifestyle part, again here, particularly the way we eat. Yeah. So, and we also know that people that do not do more physical activity are also more likely to have physical activity. People that are more overweight is also develop the condition more so compared to those who are not. So diabetes that we are seeing is very, very much sort of the way the life changes. And for the minority population or the migrant population, because when you move from our country and come and stay in a country such as the Netherlands, what happens is that it's naturally our lifestyle changes. Someone will tell you that, okay, I'm talking to the Ghanaian community, can use an example such as, you are making nkate nkwai. You know that you are the same soup that you are making, but the way you've prepared it is completely different. You put so much, either you put so much meat, you put so much oil, or you put so much things in it. So in that you think you are eating nkate nkwai, but you are eating Amsterdam nkate nkwai, which is different from what you are eating back at home.
So the causes of diabetes is, it also has to do with our eating habits.
The eating habit is very, very important. The eating habit for that is really, really important, because basically what then happens is that what you are eating in there can make you, increase weight. And also the danger is that if you're at home, for instance, if you eat, you go out and walk. You go out, go to friends and that. But here, usually you eat, you stay at home. And these type of little things can increase the diabetes. And also, actually, it's not diabetes is not only for the migrant population. Yeah, we're also beginning to see that in Ghana. Just take it for instance. In Ghana, before say 1990, if you take 100 people, you only have just about 2 people who have diabetes. Today, if you take 100 people, you are talking about, in some cases, you are talking about 15 of them. So it's increasing, and also because Ghana is changing. The eating behavior, especially in the people living in the urban centers, such as Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, on those places, because things are changing. So then it also means that those that move from there to come to Amsterdam, your risk increases.
So can you control it without using medication?
Oh yes, I mean, of course, you sometimes when you get to a level that you might need something like insulin or some tablets to really try to control it. For the major part, for the diabetes, actually you can do a lot to prevent it from coming in the first place.
Okay.
And one of the factors again here you talk about is again watching your eating. Make sure that you do a lot of physical activity. Make sure that again here stress. I keep on because many things Ghanaian community think that stress is part, and it's true that stress can on its own might not have the direct effect, but it might have an indirect effect. And the indirect effect that you are talking about is that it's pushing you to eat more, it's pushing you to be more isolation, it's pushing you not to go out to walk, so you just then get confined in your only small place, and then you are not doing anything. And that sort of increases your risk of developing that condition. And that's also the true for other cardiovascular diseases as well.
So if maybe in your family you have diabetes, do you also have a high risk of getting it?
It's a very good question. I think for diabetes, particularly for diabetes type 1, it's very much genetically driven. But for that type, but for type 2, the type 2 is a tricky one. There are some genetic factors are related to that. But what I would say is that majority of that is mainly down to, again, here, lifestyle. And usually what then happens is that if you sit in a family, and then, because in the family, especially here where in the Netherlands, where you have what you call the nuclear family, that means that all the families sit in the same home. And that means that whatever you put on the table, everybody eats that food. So if you have your mom have a diabetes because of what you are eating, then the children is also the children also have a very high risk of developing that. But the danger is that if you don't take care, we think that it is all in the genes, it's because it's genetic. But it might not be. It's all in what is on the table, what we are eating. So you have to get the balance right, otherwise we will deceive ourselves.
So you have to prevent it by changing your lifestyle.
Absolutely, yes.
That is very interesting. So you exercise, Dr. Ajima Wahedi, member of Nankasa de Kenya Waboneto, Boyum Kasem, Amayati, I see.
The person can say, yet is a situation, of course, do hard if remote. But in most cases, a free Yendidi, because who are doing this own no Adriana fear, and Crano Mufi, or beer decided you any be. And to nature 7 fans said, Adriana ye didn't war, a Busian mono. A bit me in effect, a war, and craning, and to say, I hear because ya dear Omojamu, Nemo, and Yanocrat, Nemo by the ADT away and fee, and to see a boy, I see a bomb is a better. Now, you separate the two out. I'm going to say business, because I think genetic, but it just near ADN and a deba. And to the message, I said, I see your boy home, you're actually ADDMO. I feel so. What do you call it? I can again. Physical activity. People say 1999 because sports. Because the whole feel near the idea. So what did he? Who call Abusian for Unanti. I have to be dura. Unya beam. Say shop no crowd next 2 steps. Open all the car. Echo. And moi. Obianum so car fine. We beat my drive car weekends or something when you are going to long distances. But for modern hours over there, about 1990, said the bay a bit me a buama umpuma because umpumunya dinner. If it's an intimate more brave. So what pomodia? Who
Well, Dr. Ajimai, what do you have to say to the youth who think Helius Study is all about the grown-ups?
No, I think this study is also for the youth. This is absolutely important that the youth participate in this, because it's only that you'll be able to help them with the future generation. So I think it's very important that the youth take it seriously and they should participate as equally as the older people.
So what's your last word to our viewers?
Well, my last word I will say is that the study, the Helius study, is a golden opportunity, and that everybody should take this golden opportunity to participate. So in order to help the Ghanaian community here in Amsterdam, in our children, as well as our, back in Ghana, because it can help us to know what is happening, to help, to make a better Ghana as well as a better Ghanaian living in the Netherlands. Thank you.
Well, viewers, it's a golden opportunity. Thank you very much, Dr. Ajimai, for being with us.
Pleasure.
I hope you have a lot of information and you are going to stay healthy. Thank you. See you next time. I'm Veronica van der Kamp.